what sections do we want to see on a CV? So what should we make sure that is definitely included, and what should we maybe leave out? For me, I like a bit of an about me section about the candidate, maybe a bit of an overview of them, work experience, technologies used, and then maybe an educational or vocational section.
Yeah, I think
they're pretty the standard ones that you expect to see.
I think for data, I would drop in there and say it's really important that you explain how you're fitting into the team or where your responsibilities lie, because a technical overview is maybe not as vast as it'd be. I don't want to separate it too much because elements are very much the same. But if you start getting into sort of like senior lead data scientists, how are you contributing on the analytical front, and that is slightly different. So my advice on that front would be, where did you sit in the team? How were you crafted? How did you impact these projects? Because really, when you start going through the keyword run, it doesn't really say as much maybe as if you were to say, I'm a Java specialist, senior Java engineer, and here is what I've done. There's definitely going to be elements to that, but with data scientists, they're just using as many tools as possible to get the job done. So yeah, that's the slight variation I would give on that, but I think everything you said there is spot on. I would actually add in there, so I'd like to know everyone's vote, I never asked before, photos. What's everyone's photos?
I don't mind the photo.
Not against
I don't mind the photo.
I don't think it's a necessity anymore. Well, I don't think it ever was, to be honest. But I would never advise to put one on there just because I've never been asked by a client.
It's not offensive. I don't find it.
Can we have a photo on that one as well, please?
I've never been advised by a client to make sure there's no photos on there.
Yeah,
I think I think that one is completely down to the candidate's preference. Do you want a photo on there or not? To me, I'm not bothered. I'm not going to make sure they've got one, or I'm not going to say, I've got to take it off.
Yeah, the way we present our CVs, obviously in our format, it doesn't warrant for a photo, but receiving one, it does. I do think it does make it stand out a little bit more. I don't know why, whether it's just because you can kind of see, they look like a nice person. It kind of gives you a bit of unconscious bias towards that.
It might also almost like break the ice for that hiring manager if they see the person.
Yeah,
they're going to meet them. I mean, obviously, again, we'll go on to talk about the interview processes and stuff like that. If they already know what that person looks like, it might make that first sort of interaction a little bit easier because you're expecting that person.
It's the human element.
But then the flip side is they will have a LinkedIn profile anyway, which has a photo of them on it. So there will always be some sort of image of them somewhere to be found, surely.
I think horses for courses. You just dash in, lads, photo. No photo.
Yeah, definitely.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, that would scare the clients off, that one. Right, so just to recap on sort of our CV and what to add in, making sure it's relevant, selling yourself, explaining exactly what you've done in projects and the management tasks that you spoke about, the sections like an about me section, work experience, technologies used, any vocational education, and pictures. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah.